Hey everybody, welcome back to some more TerrafirmaCraft. I am MrEnvelope. Hello? Uh, we're over here in our beautiful TerrafirmaCraft world over by the museum. Well, we are at the museum. I haven't done anything since the last episode, and I'll tell you why. I got a new microphone, so you may have noticed I sound a little different. I think I sound a bit better. But I've been playing around with the settings, getting help, making sure things sound good. And I didn't want to do anything in the world, like no streams and no recording, until I got things at a point where I thought, they sounded good and everything. So please bear with me in the next few episodes or so, because I'm probably still going to be playing around with some settings and whatnot, making sure, making sure that, things sound okay, that I sound okay, that the audio is, bearable and whatnot. So yeah, thank you for understanding. But anyways, I figured today, since I haven't been able to do a lot of progress in the museum, I don't know what we're going to do right here. Well, we'll just put the floor in here. I figured since we haven't done any progress for the museum, that today we would use this time to do museum stuff. Just try to get a big chunk of it done. So my goal, I know last episode we set a goal to make some good armor for ourselves and we didn't do it. We're not going to do that today. I'm going to save that for a stream or something, just so I can have something kind of mindless to do in case building doesn't work out. But today I figured we can try to get as much stuff just done. My biggest hope is that we're going to get this spot over here, some of the walls up over here. We need this grass to spread, and we need those trees to grow before we can put down any of the walls, because I'm pretty sure that if we put walls up around this area, the trees won't grow. And I figured it'd be easier to just have the trees grown, have the grass here, and then we can start moving things around. Like moving the dirt layers up and whatnot, make the dioramas, because that's what they're supposed to be. So that's my goal. I hope it works out okay. I feel like I was saying something and then I completely lost track of what I was trying to say, but that happens all the time. Let's go ahead and put that on. I've been picking up pieces of armor still. And I had a creeper explode on me over here when I was trying to start the episode. I am... Oh no! Yeah, so that completely threw me off my whole rhythm. But yeah, this episode's just gonna be kind of unplanned. Me just going, putting down some blocks, talking, doing the usual. My only goal today is to get a big chunk of museum done today. Alright guys, so I just learned that we can actually move grass. Whoops. We can move grass with a piston. So I moved the one block that we had. Whoop. There we go. So this guy can move, but we got to make sure that we don't let it fall, from gravity and whatnot, because otherwise it's going to lose its grassness. So we're going to keep this right here, and hopefully it'll spread to one of these blocks. So now it has five different blocks where it can spread to, as opposed to just the one next to it. Hopefully that'll speed things up a little bit. And then once we get it spread on here, we'll spread it there and there and there. It'll be like a disease. A good disease, though. One that we want. And we can go ahead and finish up this room, too. Get it a little trimmed and cleaned up. Gotta make some Sammys really quick. God, those mobs that spawn down there, they really, really get in the way. They constantly walk up the stairs, which I did not think that they'd be able to do. And they just give me trouble. But anyways, guys, we made some progress. We got some grass spreading up there, so things are happening. And we got some of the trees to grow, but I cut them down because they weren't up to my specifications. Oh, and the grass is spreading so good. I think we're going to move that one over. It's at the perfect spot. Let's do that while we talk. So the white cedar tree, this one right here, they typically grow real stumpy. They're real short trees. They're nothing special. But the one that happened to grow was very, very short. A little too short. So I chopped it down. And then the Douglas fir tree, the ones that were around here, they're like those ones right there in the fog. They're real big. That one grew. It was way too big, so had to chop that one down too. But it's okay. You know, we can have these take their time. I want them to be good looking trees. I picked these ones because they're my favorite trees. We got the hickory. We got the birch one because it's a real good one. I like the plank type. That's what this is right here. We got the Douglas fir because they've always been one of my favorites. And then the white cedar ones, I just like them because they're different pretty much. All the other trees are pretty much the same. Let's go ahead and get this guy out of here. We're going to push you into... Let's push it into right here so it has a whole bunch of space to spread. Oh, that's fine. Nice. Wow, one day later and it's already spread. I've been sleeping the night away every night because I want to get through winter. We're in winter, as you can see. I hate it. And I want these trees to grow as fast as I can. Ooh, the grass grew where the sapling is. Very cool. We should, ooh. We're gonna have to break one of these eventually to push the grass over here. Actually, let's just do this. It'll just grow right over. It'll be no problem at all. That can stay there, right? Very cool. Alright, we'll just let nature do its thing. We should be good now. We're just waiting for the trees to grow. There's no timer on this anymore. 2 days, none days. This should be a tree any second now. But what we're going to do now is we're going to build up the walls over here. I've had to do some troubleshooting in creative. Not in this world, in the test world. And if you look over there, there's like an indent. An indent to where the building will be. Like this is the building wall on this side. There's a bit of like just a random corner piece right here where nothing's going to be going on. And that's only because, well, one, in this particular room, we're not using this space. And two, it's going to keep the roof height and the build height cohesive with the entrance over here. So once we build up the walls here, the roof height and everything, like I just said, is going to match up with over here. So what I need to try to do now is make it cohesive with over here on this side. I'm thinking, I've had this laid out like this for a bit now. I'm thinking though, we'll maybe tear some of this stuff out, kind of make it like, not like a cafe necessarily, but have it be like a, oh my god, why do I keep falling? Have it be sort of like, I guess like a cafe. I'm thinking to have like wooden fences stacked up like a terrace type of thing. Have like plants growing. Oh, we can't get leaf blocks. I just remembered. But I was thinking to have like foliage and stuff here, but that might be a bit tricky. I know we can get vines at least, but I don't know how they'll interact with the wooden fence blocks. But that's my idea for over here. And ooh, this is gonna be tricky. We have to tear some of this bit out, so it's fine. We need it to match up with that over there. So pretty much this needs to go. Alright, so the new floor layout is gonna look something like this. I think it'll work. We have a small exhibit room here and here. They'll be connected. This will still be a small exhibit room. This is probably going to be dead space. We're going to put the small cafe over here, or a small cafe. This is a new idea and a new addition that I think will make sense. Most museums and, you know, fancy buildings like that have some sort of eating areas. And then this will be the outdoor terrace type of thing. I think will make sense because it'll be looking over the whole garden and all that good stuff. So I think it'll make sense. And this will be entrance space over here. We'll probably be using these, but I don't have enough, so I didn't want to put them down, and I did anyways. I think it'll be fine. I think this is a good plan. This is a good plan. And then the wall, this wall will match up over there with that wall, and then this wall will match up with that wall over there. And again, that's just to make sure that the building height and roof height are cohesive and will match up. That's my new favorite word this episode, cohesive. Now that's looking like a museum. No, it's not. It's getting there, guys. Slowly. It's taking time. I'm trying to figure out, like, what's the fastest way to do this. I don't think there is a fast way. I think I just gotta, like, take my time, accept when I make mistakes, and deal with it. I noticed that this bottom layer is mostly slate. In fact, it's pretty much all slate. So I don't need to be too careful here. And then every so often, I'm leaving these gaps to put sand in. And again, this is just to add like texture and whatnot. Show some decay. That's not going to fall, right? No, because... no, it's not. It won't fall. I won't stand for that. And I'm thinking right here, we're going to have an actual door. So we'll have to get a TerrafirmaCraft door. What's interesting, too, is some of the museum is just going to be a big showcase of all the different doors in the game. All the different wood types. Man, this is going to be quite the museum. Not one I would probably be super interested in visiting, but a museum nonetheless. The next layer of wall is going to have some limestone sprinkled in, but it's mostly going to consist of the slate again. So I'm just going to sprinkle in a couple pieces of limestone. I was going to do sand, but I think that's just going to slow me down. So we'll do that, and then the rest is going to be slate sand and slate stone. Well, no luck on the birch tree. This thing is way too big. Gonna have to try to replant this guy again, and once again wait for the tree to grow. Very, very disappointing. Wow. I gotta say, that looks pretty cool. We're slowly getting there. And I know I kind of just did a clip like this where we took a step back and looked at everything, but I've just been putting up some more chunks of wall and everything, like over here. I think it's coming together. It's coming together pretty nice. One problem I'm having at the moment, though, is it's all kind of just meshing together. Obviously, it's going to look way different once we start putting little things and details inside, but man, right now it's just a lot of the same, you know? But I hope it looks better once, you know, we get the exhibits and stuff in. I'm also wondering, too, if we should use, like, the BiblioCraft... Jeez. Use the BiblioCraft, what are they called? Shelves? Just, you know, do some lining or something. I think that might look good. Maybe. Or we can just use regular TFC planks. But anyways, one thing, let's take a little break from building and stuff. One thing I've been kind of thinking about doing is putting down some carpets. I did it in the test world in the diorama room, and I thought it looked pretty cool. It wasn't anything special, but it, you know, just made the floor less boring because we have lots of patches of just the same texture, you know. And I was looking into the recipe, and because I could swear that we could make carpets. So I looked up the recipe for like red carpet, for example, and the only recipe is 2 red wool blocks, which we cannot get these wool blocks, or we could just dye some carpets. And that didn't really do us any good until I saw that we can do this recipe. And we can get these from shearing sheep or killing spiders. And they're very expensive. If we go the spider route, I think we need 24 strings from a spider in order to get some string to get one of those cloth things. Or we need 16 bits of yarn, which we get from shearing sheep, which we have to process and everything. Like it's super expensive. And if we want to get a dyed carpet, we have to dye them one at a time, and dye is pretty expensive. Red dye, for example, cost hematite, and hematite is iron. We're supposed to be saving that for all of our metalworking and stuff. Like, this is a very expensive decoration if we want to use it. Luckily, these are not TerrafirmaCraft carpets. They're still Minecraft vanilla carpets, so we don't have to like make extra ones for the museum. But if we do want to do this, you know, it's just gonna be real expensive. That's the whole gist of it. And I'm not sure if it's gonna be worth it. I kind of want to do at least a couple and just kind of get an idea of how expensive this will really be. So let's grab that. We should have some dye. I guess no red. And we have all this wool cloth. This is from spiders. This is from sheep. We can make a few more of the silk cloth right now. We got to line these up in the loom. Oh. Line these up in the loom. And then I believe it has to be with an empty hand. We shift. Yeah. And we get to see the cool animation. Oh, and this takes forever too. So if we did want to make carpets, we would just have to spend a whole lot of time just standing here pretty much. And there we go, 3. That took forever. And let's go ahead. Do these have any other use besides the nasty bibliocraft things? We can smelt with them. We can make a bed. That's not TerrafirmaCraft. Yeah, I think it's all bibliocraft stuff. So the only use these really have are for bedding and I guess to make carpets. That made 28. 34. And now we need 34 dye. But before we do that, let's go and check on the sheep. So I was kind of planning, like I knew we had to use the sheep and stuff if we wanted to do carpet. So I was kind of planning on, you know, breeding them up, getting their numbers up. And we've kind of been doing that. But I don't know how fast, like how frequently we can shear the sheep. Okay, you're one of the new ones. You're not who I thought you were. Oh, we get 2 from each one. And we can make a paintbrush. And we get 8 from that, so we would need... Oh, so this would give us 1 of those cloth. I can't do you. I can't do you. So we also have to familiarize ourselves with the sheeps too. That guy gave us 2 as well. And this... Oh, yeah, you don't attack my sheep. Oh my god. So we got 6. With the 3 sheep that know us, we got 6. If we can get the other ones to be friends with us and we can see and we try to track how frequently they grow their wool back, maybe this will be viable. Maybe. I don't know. We could maybe even mine up some poor hematite to use as dye. That way we're not wasting the good stuff. Oh, my inventory's a mess. I need to make sandwiches too. I'm out of food. And unfortunately, dyeing them does nothing, so that's not going to help us much. I guess all we can really do is befriend them and hope that it works out. Like, we'll be able to get more. I think we should be getting another bunch of sheep too, because some of them got excited from being fed. And they went into love mode, so hopefully we'll get a few more sheep from that, and maybe this will be viable. Maybe I'm worrying about nothing. It's been a while since we've done this. There we go. And torch. Okay, so that's gonna go. We're gonna get some more spindles, and let's go ahead and get our super expensive red carpet. We were able to get 14 red dye. Ooh, that's a good white cedar tree right there. Very pleased with that. I don't even think we'll have to trim it very much, so good stuff. What was I saying? We were able to get 14 of the red carpet, or the red dye from the poor hematite that we had, so it's not even enough to do this. Oh my god, this is so expensive. 1, 2, oh god. That sucks. I don't want to use the rich stuff. That is too sacred. It's too good stuff to waste on just dye. But I'm also not opposed to just going out looking for some more red dye. What are red dye recipes? How do we get this? Just from the hematite. Okay. What do you guys think? Let me know. I think it might be cool, but it's super expensive, and you know, maybe it'll be something we add towards the end of the museum too. Like, it doesn't need to be done right now. Or like by next episode. It can just be something we kind of work on every so often. I think that's a good plan. Alright, well, the Douglas tree also grew. And it's still pretty big, but I think it's actually going to work out. So, this pillar right here, I had to tear down the one over here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I was never planning on having like a lot of the bushy bits from the Douglas fir being shown in the diorama, but I wanted it to go like up to the ceiling as much as possible. So, you know, you'd be able to look at the fir and be like, oh yeah, that's a Douglas tree. Those things grow huge. And you'd see some leaves, but it's pretty much going to be cut off right there. This is pretty much exactly what I wanted, is what I'm trying to say. So, oh man, good shit. We got a cool white cedar and a cool Douglas fir. This is good. Oh yeah, and I got the grass growing over here. I moved some grass from here to over here. I think we're going to run into some problems with this bit of grass because I think these leaves are stopping this from growing. So might have to do something fancy here. Maybe we'll put like a rock or a boulder. I don't know, but let's go ahead, put that there so this can spread. I have a feeling this will get over here before this gets over here. But with this tree grown now, we can finally do some of the planning that we have over there, over here. So the back wall will be, you know, like the rest of the walls. We'll have this roof pattern continue, so that'll be slabbed off, normal block, slabbed off, normal block, slabbed off. This is the center, right? Uh-oh. Wait, is this? What did I do? No, full block, slabbed off. Right? Yes, okay, there we go. Got a little confused. Ow, my legs. And there we go. It's gonna line up. And pretty much, if we are to keep this roof pattern, everything up to here and up will be gone. And that's okay. That's what we want. And then everything from there below will stay, you know? So we'll just see pretty much the trunk and a couple leaves, but we'll still know it's a Douglas fir. And I think, in fact, this diorama in particular will be the red steel and the blue steel displays. So pretty cool. Let's go ahead and put down some more grass right there, or some dirt, just so we got some varied terrain. And no, this should be fine. And then over here too, we got this one completely grassed over. Looks pretty weird just being super flat. This one's going to be the Stone Age, I believe. Let's add a little bit of a lumpy over here. We need some more dirt. I think a bit of a lumpy is one of my new favorite phrases. But anyways, guys, we're going to have to end the episode now. It's starting to run a bit long. I was hoping that we'd be able to get one of these wings done, either this side or that side, but I don't think we will. But we'll for sure get it done in a stream, which I think I'm going to be doing the day this episode goes out. So be sure to follow me on Twitch, guys, if you want to catch it and come hang out while I do some building stuff around here. I've just been doing a little bit of like mindless work waiting for that tree to grow, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I know it was a bit slower paced, but we got to get this stuff done. It's, ooh, laggy. It's very important that we get it done. So let me know what you think of the new mic, guys. Let me know what you think of the build choices that we've done here, and any other comments and feedback you have. I really appreciate it, everyone who leaves any sort of criticisms or feedback. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching. Peace out. Bye-bye.